Thanks for checking out my microdrawings channel. I'll get back to this acrylic display case later in the video and show you how I do that. First, a little tour of my setup. There's my starting point. When I do start drawing the quarter and the pencil for scale, there's that acrylic display case. The paper I use, it's a Canson XL acid-free Bristol smooth 100-pound paper, and I just cut the little piece from the larger piece. There's my holder for my camera. My OT light, definitely recommend a good OT light, gives a nice clear light. There are my Copic sketch markers. They've got two ends, broad chisel end and a fine tip. There's scratch paper to test my colors. My utility knife to get the paper cut down for that acrylic display case towards the end. So to get started first, and this has to do with greed versus desire for Calvin. And to get started, I'll start with a facial feature. In this case, it's his little nose, and then I'll add his eyes and work from there to add the front of his face, his forehead, down to his nose there, and bring the little cheek around. And his mouth's just open a little bit. He's not yelling or screaming, so he's just talking to Hobbes, contemplating important things in life. And I'll just let you watch here for a while as I'm drawing in with the black Copic Multiliner 0.03. Thanks again for checking out the channel. Please consider subscribing and sharing. You can see with the quarter for scale here that it's pretty much gets covered up by the quarter. You know, Hobbes is spread out a little bit from the snowman and Calvin, so he sticks out a little from the edge of the quarter. I just needed to add the scarf on Hobbes there. Now moving on to the Copic sketch markers, there's the broad chisel end I don't use. There's the fine tip I do use. And this paper doesn't allow the ink to really bleed, which is great because it just holds it. It's, you know, pretty smooth there, the tooth. And so it just holds the color right where I put it. And I'm just lightly touching there to get the orange in there. And I'll show the caps of the Copic sketch markers I use here so you know the colors. This is a chrome orange. And like I said, I'll show them as I go. So they're just lightly touching, getting all the way around on his tail. And here's the cap for you. It's a chrome orange. Like I said, you could pause the video, I guess, if you want to use that same color. And this is cotton pearl. It's a good flesh tone, I find out most of the time. Sorry for the zooming there, or the out of focus. It zooms on my fingers sometimes. And there's the crimson red for Hobbes' scarf. Again, just lightly touching that in there. And then next, moving that pale blue for Calvin's hat and his jacket. Getting those in there. That Copic Multiliner black doesn't seem to bleed much. I'm very careful. I don't want to hold the fine tip on there too long, and in case it would start to bleed together. So, and then this ice ocean, just used for a little like shading or shadowing on the snow. You know, just a little bit of that shading there. And then last thing I have here is to put today's date, 12/24/20. Again, thanks for checking out the channel. And next here, there's the quarter for scale. Next here, I'll show what it takes to get the picture into that acrylic display case. There's a Snoopy and Woodstock picture I did before. So I need to cut the paper down. So I put on this cardboard that's protecting my desktop. And then I put the top piece over it, and I'll center it and use this utility knife to cut around the edges. I'll have to put the camera down, and there we go. Now you can see I pulled that from there, set it on the back piece, and it's just a magnet in each corner that holds this together, snaps together, interchangeable, and I'll get it squared up here a little bit. But there it is, the finished product. So happy holidays, and have a great day.